Khaled, what's up, brother?
Man, you know what I mean? You go way back. You know how some artists say they don't get their flowers? Me, I feel like Jadakiss, the real always gives him his flowers. But I wanted to bring up one thing was when you was I think was it Benjamin's you wrote Puff verse?
Victory. I wrote Benjamin's, but Victory was the one that they didn't know about.
So you wrote Puff's verse for Victory.
Yeah, I wrote Puff's verse for Victory. I wrote Puff's verse for the Benjamins. I wrote Senorita. I wrote a couple of joints.
So let me talk about Victory real quick. So Victory, so you know, is one of my all-time favorite records. Like the other day,
Oh, word.
I was talking to
Let me stop
Carmelo.
you before you go into it. My original plan on verses was to play the version with me on it, me and Biggie. It would have went crazy. You
No,
see
but
that face you just made?
that's what I want to get to.
That would have went crazy.
So
We
here
had
it.
it. We had it ready for verses.
We gotta hear it, and what we need to do is put that shit on title. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh
a
yeah,
exclusive
yeah, yeah. See,
version.
this where you come in at. Yeah, this where we
Yeah,
could
not
do
put it on
that.
all platforms and put that shit, mix that shit. Ain't no, it's historic. It's paying homage, and I think that'd be dope. Like the lost, Nas got not lost tapes, but this right
Yeah,
here is like from the
lost
vault.
history. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we gotta when we hang up, we gotta figure out how that can happen.
All right, nah.
Cause that,
You, if
I mean,
anybody can make it happen, you can make it happen.
so
So
we
we
gonna
gonna make
call
it
Puff. I'm gonna call Puff tonight. Man, yo, Puff, I know you busy and shit, but you know what I'm saying? We go, if Big's family's good with it and you good with it, let's put that Jadakiss Biggie. Let's put that shit on all platforms and let's
happen. We just
celebrate
gotta
that
reach out
shit
to Miss Wallace. Definitely shout out
for
to Miss
sure.
Wallace,
Shout
Faye,
out to the whole Big family. Now, speaking of that, so
TTCJ.
you and Big was in the studio cutting that record?
Nah, that's when we was actually we probably was only signed for a good month or two, and I wrote that up in YO in the apartment, and then I went to Daddy's house and laid it. I think Big laid his verse in Cali though. He did his Benjamin's verse, and he did that in Cali, if I'm not
So
mistaken.
you wrote the intro too of the Puff?
Sun don't shine forever. I wrote Puff 2 verses
Yo,
on that
Jada,
joint.
I need a favor. I need a favor. I need you to write me one of those for my album.
See, now you talking. Listen, Cali.
No, cause
We
you know,
got we gonna talk off camera, but on camera, just bring me down. Give me one of them nice meals you be preparing for little baby,
yeah.
Make me, let me feel the love. Go in there, sit with me with our Crocs on,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
No.
craft you some history.
Okay.
One time
So
only Khaled history song crafted by
we gonna
kids, and
do
you
that.
gonna crush them.
We gonna do that. You gonna write something for me because um when I want to go there, I can go there.
Yeah,
But
definitely,
but
definitely,
I
definitely.
would want a Jada to write my shit. It would have to be
You
a
know the
top
big
five to
money
write my
talk I
shit.
can scribe for you, Khaled? I have you saying the most incredible shit ever of all time.
Damn.
Of
Yo,
all
yo,
times,
Jada.
I
So
have you
Jada, you
talking that
wrote
talk.
you wrote the sun don't
So
shine
you going
forever. You wrote that.
yeah, that's me. Those my words. I wrote that, man.
You mean
That's a
you even
fact.
gave it to him with that swag? The sun don't shine forever.
I didn't just write it. I referenced it and gave it to him. I gave him the source. And then he was
Jeez.
able to put some more Lowry's on it with his own cabinet of seasoning, and it turned into that. But it wasn't that hard because I gave it to him just like that.
No, motherfucker, the way it was mixed, the fucking tone, the way it, like if you
The
smoke
build up,
spliff, yeah, the
yeah.
build up, it ain't I haven't heard one of those shits ever, ever.
And shout out to Diddy because his mastermind craftsmanship is able to put all of them elements to take the record where it needs to be. So
No, 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 you
you
got
can, and that's what that's the
right.
gift that you got, Khaled.
No, no, no,
You
you
doing
know how
it
much to do.
now. You doing that same thing now on a different scale. So shout out to you
Yeah,
because
shout
that's
out
the
to Diddy.
ability. You
I'm a
got to make
student.
you can turn a snowball into an avalanche. And that's what he had the ability to do and still got that ability Well, you one of them people with that same kind of shit. So
No, I appreciate.
salute
I
to you,
always.
because everybody don't got that. Not even everybody is it's a handful of individuals in the world with that kind of gift. So
Man, thank
you're a
you.
very blessed
Yeah,
brother,
nah.
bro.
Puff, my brother, you know that, but I'm also a student, and I always tell people that's what makes to separate the great producers to just being a producer. And Diddy was one of those guys, and I strive to be one of those guys that make these massive records and take shit to the next level with them. And it takes you use the word mastermind. It takes a certain blessing to make that shit really happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt.
Nah. I just wanted that was. So then you wrote Senorita, the Spanish joint.
Yeah, the joint you
I
remade, I
flipped.
did that. I wrote that. Yeah, Fat Joe did the hook. Shout out to the Terror
Yeah, cause
Squad.
Joe
Rest in
Crack told me
peace,
you wrote some
Pun.
shit on there
I remember
too.
when they came through. I remember when Diddy needed the hook, and they came through and laced them. They laced them with that joint.
Man, that's
That's
so
probably
dope.
actually the same day when they asked me to do the John Blaze record, if I'm not mistaken. When they came in to do the hook for Diddy for Senorita, I think they like, yo, we want Kiss to get on the John Blaze record, and that's how
Yeah,
that
John
happened.
Blaze
Also,
crazy.
yeah,
That record Senorita, I always told Pup, I knew it was a hit, but I wanted him to treat that record like he would have treated I Need a Girl or like One More Chance, because I knew that
yeah, he
was
was
a
doing so many
smash.
singles. He didn't put, he didn't. Yeah, I wish he would have put some bread behind that and made it a single
I mean,
and pushed it.
it was a smash, but you know what I mean. We
Yeah,
didn't
he
do
should
no
have pushed it. He should have leaned on it like he leaned on some of his other
right.
records. Yeah.
He didn't do no video to that, right?
Nah.
See what I'm saying? That was because that's why I flipped the record on my last album because I'm like, yo, that record made me feel a certain way that
Wait,
doo doo, and then
yeah,
and the La India in the beginning, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That shit wasn't no regular shit.
Shit was fire. Hell
That
yeah.
shit was yo. I want to tell this story, man, because it's so much to talk to you about when it comes down to music, man, because your catalog's so big, and we're gonna get into that. But I remember we was shooting BMF video in New York, and
Okay, I
me and
know where
Ross
you
was
going with
smoking.
this.
It was he was in I was the A&R of his album at that time. That was Teflon Don,
Yep.
and my job as a A&R and an executive was like, and Kiss, I'm like, yo, we ain't got no more time left. We got to turn the album in. Period. I'm trying to explain to her in so many languages, especially at that time. That's when physical CDs was
The thing,
going
yeah.
the thing. So you really had to turn it in to get the shit
Had to get
made and all that.
your turn
So
in date was important.
right, so and I'll never forget. Um, this time it was in the other room. There
We
was
was in the
one
back,
room.
Sheik Luch room. We was in the red room in the
Yeah, the
back.
red
Yeah,
room,
that
right.
Sheik
So
room. Yeah.
I'm remembering we in that room. You come in, I get there before you. I'm like, shit, he ain't here. Damn, Kiss about to do the kiss. Then I said,
Nah.
I said, look, then you came. And then I play you the record. You start writing, you vibing, you smoking. I think Groovy Lou just popped up,
Oh, yep.
just to inspire with some sneakers or some shit. He brought something just to bring the inspiration even more. Something was he just came through and you knocked that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I got that verse. I went straight to the studio to mix that motherfucker. That same night, I went to master Teflon Don to present it to Ross to approve the master.
Mm.
And I just want to thank you because as an A&R, you made me look real good that day.
Got it done, no
Yeah,
doubt.
we got it.
No
We got
doubt.
that shit done. And that's what a
No
real
doubt.
A&R and executive do. The job is to
Yes.
get that motherfucking done. And when an artist have a vision, you help bring the vision to light.
The life. Yep.
You bring it to life and you bring it so there could be some more vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
that album was so special and it's so classic. And I just wanted to thank you because I don't know if I ever told you that story was really you knew at that time, but the anniversary was the other day and it just made me remember certain shit. And I was like, people don't know the shit that we do behind the scenes, the shit real,
That was a dope vibe. I remember that. Shout out to Rose. He always come through for me the same way. One call. You send him the record, he's sending it back with no problem. Him
No
and Weezy.
problem.
Shout out to Little Wayne also. Rose and Wheezy is two of my colleagues that I sent them a song before the night is over.
Oh,
The
for
next
sure.
morning, the latest. It's usually that same night, about 2, 3 in the morning, they sending it back. And I'm forever indebted to them because, you know, when people's getting money, everybody has a full schedule. Everybody has families. Everybody has things on their
No, no,
agenda that
Lil
they have
Wayne
to
and Rick
do.
Ross.
They send it
If
back.
they love you and you send them a record,
Rapido,
that shit coming back that night
they
or
send it
that morning
all
before
that
you wake
morning.
up.
The latest. That's facts. That's a fact, Khaled. I tell anybody. Rose
You
and Wheezy, the fastest. The
every single
fastest.
every album I ever made has Rose and Wayne on there, and I promise you, it come back that fast.
Quick.
I remember Wayne recording 10 records in my face. He did 10 records, 10 big features that are 10 records off his album and features right in my face. Like I'm gonna be real with you. It was so much smoke that night that I was so fucked up that I left. When I left, I had to pull over the side of the road. I wasn't feeling right. It just was that much.
That's
And it was just
crazy.
because but he did 10 records. And then the 11th record, he did Brown Paper Bag. And then did We Taking Over after doing 10 fucking records. And guess what
Let's
he
stop.
told me?
Let's stop that. Let me stop you, ladies and gentlemen. Since he mentioned Brown Paper Bag, that was the time I was in Miami a lot. Khaled called me for some other song. I think it was the joint with me and Dre. I
Oh,
ain't
yeah,
sure. It was one of them.
yeah.
He ain't called me as much as Weezy and Ross, but he called me a
Yo,
lot.
Kiss, I called Kiss
But
you on
hold
a
on,
lot of my
Khaled.
albums, like
Hold
90%.
on, hold on, hold on.
90%.
Hold on. You right. Listen.
90,
I'm gonna tell the
90.
story. I go down there, I see Khaled, just vibing. I go to the studio with him and Dre. He plays me Brown Paper Bag. I begged him like my mom for the bike on Christmas. Khaled, please. I'll do it right now.
For sure. What
It
is your
still
top five?
applies.
What's your top five sneaker?
Jordan 11 Concords.
Mm.
Um, Jordan 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Air Force 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Air Force Ones low tops, Air Force One original high top with the strap. My high school
Mm.
go-to sneaker. And Jordan 3s.
That's right.
Of
That's
course, I
right.
got the Khaled joints. I got every 3s.
Bro,
That's 5.
I gave Jadakiss
The
the
sample.
the sample
Got it.
pair.
Go pull it out in there, bang. It's in the back.
Listen,
Back.
I gave Jadakiss the sample pair
The red
before
ones.
I even
Those was the
had my
samples.
size. Before I can even have it, I gave you the sample pair just to show you how much I love you. And I want you to
I
know
love you
that.
more, bro. I appreciate that. I remember I called you Khaled. I need to say, Kiss, hold on. I'm giving you the one that I'm doing the marketing with. I said, all right.
It's the truth. And when you called me and you said, yeah, I felt honored because I'm like, I hung up the phone, even though we brothers. I said, that's fucking Jadakiss. He want the we the best motherfucking Jordan. I can't tell that man no. Are you fucking crazy? We gotta go make the fucking shoe now. If we didn't have, I'm like, that's Jadakiss. That it don't get. That's a cosign. That make the sneaker like. See you, yo, Kiss. Let me explain something to you. You one of the artists. Not only a lot of people's top 5 MC. Beautiful.
Definitely.
What was? Is there an album that maybe would have happened with you and somebody that we don't know about? Like, because I know a lot. I know if any.
There's a few
Yeah, I want
still
to
in the
know.
making. Me and Beanie Siegel, Kiss the Mac, that's in the making. There was talks of that. Me and Styles P doing the In and Out album. Um, who else? Not sure. Me and Esco talked about it.
Talk to me.
Yeah, we talking about
That'd
it.
be crazy.
Uh,
Sometimes you gotta give people. Sometimes you know what is these albums like say it was Jadakiss and Esco, or I don't know who I was telling the other day. I was like, yo, sometimes fuck it, give them a 5-piece or a
yeah,
3-piece. This it
yeah,
don't like this because it's to
yeah.
save the headache.
Just like the flame. Just
Yeah,
like the
it's like the
flame.
play. Give them a 3. It's a new day now. We put it on streaming.
You
Give them
can
a
do
3-pack
whatever. Yeah,
or
yeah.
give
You
them a
can do whatever
2-pack
you
for
want.
no reason.
Yeah,
And it's
fact.
speaking of you
See,
and Matt,
listen, Khaled, you can do this.
we're
You
gonna
one
do
of the
it.
first peoples to get. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Khaled got me and Beanie and Siegel on a song. After all of the turmoil, he was the first one to put us on the record. You heard me and Siegel on was Khaled's record.
I was
So
just gonna talk to you
again,
about that.
again, his craftsmanship is deeper than making records. He has the ability to do stuff that other individuals can't do, and that's his gift.
Man, I appreciate that. It's crazy because when Beans just came home,
Yep, and he had just came on.
he just came home and he was in Miami. So I went to my studio and I had a studio called Jerusalem. I made this beat like literally in like 5 minutes because it was just a vibe, and I knew I wanted y'all two on the record. So I went in to him and he did it like 6 in the morning, and I was like, "Yo, I want to put you and Kiss on it," and I was like, see what the fuck he gonna say, like, I'm like, that's kind of brave, just coming home and Khaled already on his shit, and I'm saying I want you and Kiss, and he was like, "Let's do it." I ain't talked to you yet, so then I call you. I'm like, "Yo, I want to put you in Beans, and I got the record." And you like, you're sending that shit through. I hung up the phone like, I was a little nervous because, that I don't know what, I might get into it, the miscommunication. I don't know. All I know is it's probably one of the,
Roll up, Tom.
one of the realest musical, and maybe behind the scenes with some other shit too. I don't want to know. It's not my business. But what I'm saying, it's not my business. See, I don't be in people's business. I don't want to know. But what I'm saying is that, but musically, y'all motherfuckers was going at it. At that time, it was like, you felt that shit. It was like, you felt like, oh my God.
Let me tell you something about all, because I only had a few with Beanie, 50, Hove in the beginning, and Rock, but the Siegel one was more personal to me than any of them. You know what I mean? Hove, when we did Reservoir Dogs, Hove called us to the studio and he made, hold on, let me backtrack. We was, this one of Locks was on fire, Blue Flame Fire. We was on tour of Clue mixtapes. We was everywhere murdering shit. So we flew in to either LaGuardia or JFK. We got our luggage. We landed. We waiting for the car service to pull up because he wasn't there with the sign to walk us to the car. So we walk outside. We waiting for him to bring us to get some weed. We finally, before we get to the car service, we get the call. Yo, Jay Hove, he was still Jay back then. He wasn't even Hove yet. Jay-Z wants y'all to come to the studio and get on his album. We like, dope, shit, cool. We gonna go home, drop off our luggage, get some weed, go back to the studio. Them, no. They want you there now, your style. That's what that shit you do. You don't know it was done before. It's crazy.
Yeah.
On the crazier level. We at the airport with all our luggage. They like, don't go home. He wants you to come right now. So we like, fuck it. At least we gonna get some weed. Shout out
Yeah.
to Branson. We go to Branson. We load up on Branson. We go to the studio. We get there. As soon as we get there, Siegel is there. We never met him before. Hove is. We drop our bags. We give Hove love. We give everybody in the studio love. Source, engineers, everybody. Him, Siegel, Rhyme. Siegel's dumping till he get the dry mouth. Hove, keep going. He's just dumping. Hove, keep going. We had to stop him. Yo, stop. This is it. He's the truth. He's the truth. Yeah. Went in the control room, played Reservoir Dogs. Styles had to come back the next day and lay his verse. That's when Styles and Hove laid their verse the next day, I believe. Me, me and Siegel laid ours, and I think Sauce laid his that same night. But in all his endeavors, that was premeditated. He
Yeah,
didn't come in this game to play. You know
and
what I mean? And
he owns tons of property. Like
yeah,
when
all that shit
he
was premeditated.
yeah, for
Ross
sure.
came in to have a career off this shit, make some millions and billions and do big business and do boss shit like he's doing. And I appreciate that and I respect him for that. That's the same wave we on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, for sure, man. Shit, man. Like they only give me a fucking excuse my language. They only give me an hour on this shit, and I can talk to you for
Nah, we got
hours.
some good shit. You know, we go forever, but we got some good shit in.
No, we got to do a part two one of these days. But I'm serious about the
No, I want to do the locks. Part 2, we do it with the
I
locks,
was
all
doing
three.
BU and the whole locks.
Yeah, yep.
Right before the
Right
project
before we
come out.
release that bomb. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
before we let
early
that shit.
next month too. So schedule it with Brian and
Yeah. Yeah, we're
and
gonna do it.
and
We're
the
gonna do
fam.
it.
Yeah,
We're gonna we do a bunch of shit. We gotta celebrate that. We need that. And we're looking out for the new Jadakiss possibly deluxe,
the
right?
deluxe, the deluxe of Ignatius Deluxe. Check it out, y'all. Get ready for it.
Nah, so check that and then Kiss, I need you to write me one of them. I need you to write me a
Khaled,
victory.
call me after
I'm
we
gonna get
end
the
this,
right
or
beat.
when
I'm gonna
you
get
get
the
to it. When you get the right beat, like you do, I told you what I need to make it happen because I've been
Yeah,
cooped
no, we're
up
gonna do it
in New
big. Gonna
York,
come by the crib, we're gonna do it
and we
big.
make it happen. No
Big.
doubt,
We're gonna do it big.
no doubt.
We're going listen, it's gonna be legendary. We got
I
documented
got
and
you.
everything. You know what
We
I'm saying?
got Big with us, man. We can't lose.
Nah, for real.
B.I.G.'s in the pen, man.
That's
And I
right.
don't even use a pen. But he in the ink.
Yeah,
Invisible ink.
that's right. I love you, brother, and thank you for taking
For
time.
life.
And
For life,
and
Khaled. Phone call away, man.
always and congratulations to you and Fab on the verses. That was something that we
My
needed.
brother Spizzo, no
I
doubt.
was on there. I was on there crazy, lighting up the fires for you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I gotta talk to you off camera about that too. I heard Lenny S was trying to tell you to calm down the
Oh
fires.
shit! Now,
There's no way
yeah.
you can there's no way